How's everyone doing? How's your week been? It's Monday. It's kind of gloomy day here, black in the background. So I think it's most likely it's gonna rain. So it's kind of been like that for the past week a little bit. The weekend was nice, but we've had this on and off. Anyway, hope you're all doing well and have a good start of the week. I was looking at really interested, but I've been just trying to see what are, hi Dushan, how are you? What are the comforting scents? Hi Karen. Shit, we're getting better, how are you? I'm all right. I'm not gonna, to be honest, I'm not sure if this is a good time for me to do a live, but let's try and see. It's been shit, your week has been shit, or is it the weather has been shit? But where you are is probably very warm. Good, Dushan. What's your scent of today? Just gonna sit up a little bit. Sorry, guys. I like to sit up on my chair. Hi, Carl. How are you? So I picked up a few things in my collection, and it was interesting because I was trying to do my mise en serre reviews, and I came across a few that it kind of reminded me of something. So I tried my Musc Elixir, Musc Eternel from mise en serre, and kind of gave me like an idea about cozy perfumes and that kind of line. Hi Raymond, how are you? Strength and Santal by Sense of Wood. Is that new? Sense of Wood always had something in something, right? Like the names would be like that. Good rising, everyone. Caught alive in the AM, 8:22 AM West Coast time. Yes, I had a cancellation of a meeting. Thank God, because I'm not in a really mood for it. So, hi Antonio. So, for me, usually the kind of cozy perfumes, not really like, when I say cozy, sometimes the winter cozies are a little bit different than summer cozies or old time cozies, because I also refer to some of the amber and kind of resinous fragrances as cozy. But this is a different kind of genre of fragrances that I'm looking into, like talking about. Because as I said, I tried the Musc Eternel from mise en serre and I really liked, and that kind of reminded me of, whoa, we have 20 in the house, y'all. Like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't, and all those nice things. So it kind of reminded me, Musc Eternel from the mise en serre reminded me of the Musc de Soie from Van Cleef & Arpels. And that's a really cozy and beautiful fragrance too. What I'm looking for, it's kind of like a musk iris, kind of like really ethereal scent, something like that, light, not really whatever, like beast mode or whatnot, but something that is comforting at all times. Launched in 2024 by Mackenzie Rayleigh. The one that you said was Santal. Hi King. The santal, scent of santal or sandalwood can also be very, I think, if it's used properly, it could also be quite comforting. I think that's sandalwood, if it's not used really in a really gasoline way. It could be very, very comforting, and that combination of notes sounds beautiful, except the aquatic notes. I'm not sure about that one. So anyway, I had on my list, I have Musc Eternel, I have Musc de Soie, and then I thought about a few more. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with House of, I think it's called Ascendis, or what's that house is called? Hold on a second. I have my Fragrantica profile here, so just take a look at my scents that I have as I'm speaking about them. And the fragrance called Luna, Ascendis Luna. I think that's what it is. Let's take a look. Now it disappeared. Oh God. Okay, that's okay. I'll find it. Oh, here, Ascendis Luna. I guess that's a house of Ascendis. and it says perfumes to illuminate our souls. Oh, very interesting. I have met this house a few times in Aix-en-Provence, and they have some very nice scents, not gonna lie. And Luna was one of my favorite ones. They're like they have that kind of like a cream kind of, you know, like a face cream kind of like smell of the fragrances that I really like that. Hi, Sean. So Luna and this is a 2018 fragrance, and the perfumer is Maurizio Cerisa. Notes are coconut, red fruit, bergamot, grapefruit, hawthorn, peony, rose, vanilla, tonka bean, musk, and cedar. So like a lot of fragrances from this category, you don't really pick up one particular note from them. It's a lot of musk and kind of well blended with other notes in here. So, you know, this is another one from that category of comforting scents that I have. Ascendis Luna. If you know anything like that from that category, drop me your scent of the day. Tell me what are the most comforting fragrances for you, for sure. Let's see what else I have here. So then, going from there, there's like none of the amouages I would say are in that category, except maybe Dia a little bit, but that's really, Dia Woman is really refreshing. I feel like it's not really in kind of comforting scent profile. If I don't mind, what? You said hi. The next one is Scalen and Denise. Oh, very, very nice. Indonesia is very nice. You know what? I gotta try Scalen and Denise. I only have Scala Haiti, and that's really nice. So Jeff, Renaissance for these hot summer days. Yes, Renaissance is very nice for that kind of mint note in it. Hi, ADL family. The next comforting scent and that kind of the role that I'm looking for, I think it's Zouzou from Celine. It's not complex by any means. It's not like mind-blowing by any means. It's basically vanilla. A lot of vanilla, but I find it quite kind of comforting. It's just this vanilla, tonka bean, musk, benzoin, patchouli. Who are the perfumers in Hedi Slimane? Is Hedi Slimane is owner of the Celine? I don't know who made Zouzou. Who am I? I am me. I'm Mitra. This is the fragrance channel where we talk about fragrances and kind of review them. Hi Rich, hi Broly. These days, clean scents are only things that feel comforting. Absolutely. It's something about like not soapy clean. I feel like soapy clean is still too abrasive for my mood these days. I want just like, I don't know. If the clouds hadn't smell, I would want that kind of smell. I feel like it's a lot of musk in that. My most comforting scent I have experienced so far is Amour by Ken's. Oh my God, yes, it's beautiful. It has rice, cherry blossom, tea frangipani, heliotrope, incense. What kind of wood? Tankana wood, musk, and vanilla. You know, Raymond, a friend of mine this is where I'm saying it might not be a good day for me to stream. But I used to collect Kenzo back home. And there's one Kenzo is Indian Holly or something. And a really good friend of mine who found me that fragrance here. So like, that's really good. I'm just gonna put that on to Indian Holly or something. How was my trip to the Guerlain Spa? It was absolutely beautiful. I think I'd recommend it to anyone who hasn't been in a Guerlain Spa to try them. Like they are really, really good, especially add the aromatherapy component to it. I mean, they have different body oils, and I prefer Neroli or True Noir really to the rest of them. And it is a great experience. They assigned me the same therapist that I had last year. Oh, hi. Thank you, Dushan. Thank you. Oh, my sister, Almond Shevaisa, thank you. Yeah, so they assigned me the same therapist, and I had left last year, like a good review with them. So they gave me the same person. She remembered what scent I liked even. And it was all very, very nice. Like it absolutely worth the price. Like, okay, so an hour massage was about 300 Canadian. But, I mean, regularly, probably you could get it for like 200 for RMT massage, but I think it's totally worth it in extra one. Looking for perfume that are beautiful and long lasting. So what would you say a beautiful perfume is? Like, what do you find beauty in perfume? So like we could define it in very different ways. Are you more attracted to florals? Are you more attracted to woods, like strong scents like patchouli? And some fragrance could be beautiful for someone and not others. So there's also the other side, comforted by discount codes. I mean, there aren't much any these days, is it? I want to try that one. My friend Alicia just sent me a decant of Amour Le Parfum, and I can't wait to sniff it. Yes, the brown one. Is that the brown one? Is like the bottle is brown, right? Kenzo Amour Le Parfum. The bottle is brown. I have that one. You know what? That's a really good good idea. I probably should try that one too, Le Parfum. And if you want to try Indian Holly, just let me know. I'll send you a sample of that one. I have that one as well. I am comforted by Rich Mitchell's streams. Yes, Lavande by L'Occitane is love. Yes, Lavande by L'Occitane is very, very good. What was I going to say? When you said Lavandes Trianon, I think that's a nice one too. Lavandes Trianon. I think that would be a comforting fragrance from Lancôme. Too bad they discontinued all that line. I mean, their new line doesn't look that great. I don't know. I see those bottles, like yellow bottles from Lancôme, and it's not really anything appealing to me. Yes, it is gold. Perfume that smells good and has the patchouli. So I would say Coromandel, Chanel Coromandel. You would like that if that's what you want. It's long lasting, has like a patchouli note. It's like amber note. I would say that's beautiful amber, beautiful patchouli. I feel like etro patchouli in EDT is also a beautiful one, but a little bit tad more masculine that I would like. Lavandes Trianon is lovely. I was comparing it to Mon Guerlain this morning. Oh, Mon Guerlain, which was a bad idea. Why? Mon Guerlain is nice too. Y'all, I'm going to put Mon Guerlain here too. Mon Guerlain, especially Mon Guerlain Intense. My favorite Mon Guerlain is Intense. And then the Extrait. Mon Guerlain Extrait and Intense. Hello, fragrant friends. Hi, Jordan. How are you? Jordan can find you, who's like ADL family. Okay, even when I'm not feeling that great, I'm still trolling. ADL family, Jordan can find you a Coromandel EDT for 300 bucks. I'm joking. Dirty patchouli. What would be a dirty patchouli to you guys? Dirty patchouli. Like Dior Patchouli Imperial is good, but it's okay. Like it's not something mind-blowing or anything like that. It's all right. Just came across a beautiful, clean, and comforting fragrance in Sultana of Soap from Lush. It's incredibly soapy with blackberry, bergamot, and olibanum. Have you smelled? No. What? What's it called? Hold on. Let me write the name. Sultana of Soap from Lush. No, I haven't. From Lush. The only one I've liked from Lush so far, and that's actually also another kind of comforting scent to me, is the turmeric latte. I like that one. It has nothing to do with turmeric, to be honest. Turmeric has a distinct smell to us. Like we do use it a lot in cooking, and turmeric in Iran is used as a cheap saffron sometimes when you don't want to use a lot of saffron. But turmeric latte from Lush is absolutely beautiful. Animalic patchouli. Ooh, I don't know what animalic patchouli would be. Hi, Affenlicht, how are you? There's often you might find this a little bit funny. I had two uncles in Germany. One of them passed away like about 10 years ago. But then I have three cousins in Germany, and they are half German, half Persian. And I don't know what they were using in their detergents or whatever. Like one set that I would often come to Iran to visit. And it always was this kind of like a really nice musky scent. Musky, but very, very clean. And I don't know what it was. I wonder if it was just the Nivea, like the EDT. I'm not 100% sure what, but it's always kind of stuck with me. Hi, Smiley. I'm I'm all right. I've only tried the soap and not the fragrance of turmeric latte. Oh my god, you need to try the fragrance of turmeric latte. It's so good. Like it almost, maybe it's Persil. You're right. Maybe it's Persil because I remember years later I got Persil laundry detergent in like that was imported from Turkey, and I felt it was quite similar to it. That's possible. So yeah, Raymond, you need to try turmeric latte. It reminds me a lot of my chai latte, funny enough. Not really turmeric. It's absolutely gorgeous. What's happening? Deutschland, über alles. I actually, my dad wanted me to learn German because at some point there was a conversation about going to Germany to study. That's so hard. It's a hard language to learn. One of the dirtiest patchoulis my nose has smelled is Salome by Papillon. Oh, right. That animalic stank is the ground. It is, but it's nice, isn't it? Like, no, I have not smelled Salome. I think I've smelled Hira, not Salome. Yeah. You and I barely speak proper German. Really? Oh, that's interesting, right? Like, just like and then there's like what is it? There's High German and Low German and all sort of other German, and I'm like, bleh, it's like too complicated. My dad is fluent in German. He lived in Germany for a few years, and also Czech. Interesting. So what else we have here? Also, Xerjoff Starlight. Well, that's cardamom, isn't it? It's like almost like crushed cardamom. I like Lush American Cream, and a lot of their hair products are strong enough to pass for perfumes. Yeah, they are. This is the thing, like the store really, it's kind of smell in the store is really overwhelming, so I find it difficult when you go in kind of because of the soaps and stuff. So when you go in and try to like smell the perfumes, it kind of kills them all. German composers are the best ever. Absolutely. So then from the rest of fragrances that I have, what else comforting fragrance that I have? I think probably from Dior, Cheval Blanc and Dioramour would be the comforting ones, and that's kind of the scent profile that I'm talking about, kind of the iris, musk, and it's a little bit of a sweetness that gives that kind of feel to it. What else is in here? So from diptyques, I would say Orpheon is one, and also Opsis. I think I prefer Opsis to Orpheon, but they're both, I would say, are comforting scents to me. I know some people from Dries and Noten, they like Soie and find that one comforting and kind of nice scent. For me, it's a floral scent. I don't really connect with florals in that way, so it's not for me, but I know some people do. You can smell Lush before seeing. Yeah, absolutely. I have a hard time smelling it in stores. Yes, it's like I can't smell like stuff in Sephora very well, right? Like I do go to Sephora. I would spray something, and then I come out and I was like, well, it doesn't even smell like anything. And then I try in real life and it smells really good. Like the stream, guys. Don't let me stop you from liking the stream and subscribing. what says Karen's hair is more beautiful than it smells. Amber, what, do you know, have you smelled it, Tushan? Amber and incense are my favorite styles of comfort perfume. Yes, yes, I can see that. Like sometimes I am in that mood. That's kind of like a cozy cabin mood, and I like that when I'm in that mood. But then when there are sometimes that I feel like, you know, emotionally vulnerable and fragile, then that would be some musky scents that I would be looking into. I think amber is, even amber would be overwhelming. Can't tell if that's a compliment or not. Amber Sultan and Incense Kyoto are probably up there from, yeah, I need to try Incense Kyoto one day. I haven't even been able to get a sample of it. That's on one of my to buy list. Just by noted aromas, same smells as all the designer perfumes. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Tricky as well, hugely comforting, feeling from that one. Yes, yes, like there are fragrances that you guys are talking about. Like I would say, again, I'm going to say this fragrance name until the day I die, Dolce & Gabbana Velvet Amber Sun. It would be Maître Parfumeur Gantier, the Ambre Précieux or Précieux or whatever you call it. There would be Ambre Sultan. There would be, what else that is that kind of amber? Oh, there's something I tried on one of the Couvents, La Fort Royale. Those kind of ambers are also kind of cozy and cocooning, but not in the mood that I am now. Amber 1114, Mira Soluto, yes, absolutely. Even Coromandel to certain extent. What else I have that is amber like that? Dries Van Noten is a super, yes, Dries Van Noten, yes, that is actually from Dries Van Noten. Van Noten Mall, Frederick Mall's Dries Van Noten, that is absolutely nice. Came across a 50 ml the other day. I barely held myself together to not buy it, but I'm glad I didn't. I bought, and one of these scents I actually tried at Exxon's, and I thought, I have 100 ml. Why do I need to buy the 50 ml? I saw Felipe Sorcinelli. What's his last name? I don't know if I'm spelling it properly. That guy at Exxon's, I tried Voix Humaine 8, and that was really nice vanilla and kind of deep and rich vanilla. So I saw it coming on Fragnet, so I got some. If I'm gonna go back up, I'd do 100 ml, not 50. Most iris-based fragments give that comforting effect. Yes, they do, Antonia. Except if you're making iris too vegetally and too rooty, then that might not happen. But generally, yes, you're right. Like if you give that kind of powdery facets of iris and a little bit of musk and touch of rose, actually, it makes it absolutely gorgeous in that way. Hope the sprayer is good. Sprayer of what? Felipe Sorcinelli? Why? And the sprayers aren't that very good? It's not the finger one. Like, you know, that has the Pope's, you know, it's like, whatever. It's not that one. It's the Felipe Sorcinelli. That one is like the one that I got is, has this kind of like a cylindrical shaped bottle. Hi, Alicia, how are you? Custurious is pretty nice violet iris. Fragrance with sort of creamy, milky vanilla musk. Yes. Oh, what brand is that from? I didn't know that. Hi, Cynthia. So also, let's see, from, I feel like Amande Tonka from Elisa. Just do this one. I don't know what to do with my hair today. Amande Tonka from Elisa is also one of those that is I find quite comforting. Then there's the Bourbon, Cuir Bourbon from Amande Tonka is absolutely gorgeous as well. Hi, Eddie, how are you? So then, looking at rest, maybe from Zegna, the Florentine Iris is also, will fall into that base. Yes, Amande Tonka is so beautiful. I mean, I don't know what happened to Elisa. This whole line went to, like, disappeared from face of planet. I looked and looked. Forever I looked for Amande Tonka, and eventually someone found me a brand new in box, a good friend of mine. And so I have my Amande Tonka, and then I have Ambre from Heliotrope, and I have the Cuir Bourbon, which is also kind of a unicorn. I tried that one and liked it too often. Which one? Hold on, let me see what I'm talking about. Often is talking about. Oh, Equatorius. Okay, liked it too. Leather comes off really soft. Yes. Heliotrope is my comfort. Yes, Heliotrope is absolutely comforting. Heather purple colors, powdery, nutty, and slightly musky. Yes, yes. Heliotrope is such a beautiful note. It would be really sad if Red takes it away, to be honest. Florentine Iris is nice, absolutely. Yeah, with subtle suede. The subtle suede scents are also, ooh, what happened? Subtle suede scents are also kind of very comforting to me anyways, like when it's that, like Cuir Beluga, like for example, yes, Cuir Beluga, that's another one. I would say, I don't know, maybe not for everyone, but I would categorize Cuir Beluga in the comforting scent part. Serious. Heliotrope through the line away seems like, I know, and it's so sad because they have some good ones. I am actually, oh, I also have Santal from Heliotrope. I actually have I have a Santal, one Santal, and another bottle is on its way to me off Santal out of a backup. And the last one I'm looking for is the Vetiver from them. Tomorrow, Sultan Pasha is coming with out with something. He has new Instagram now. Honestly, I don't even know who this person is, Sultan Pasha. Sorry, I'm a little behind in that. I don't know who Sultan Pasha is, what his scents are. I have no idea. And I know that's probably a blasphemy. All right. From Frederick Mall, I would say Heavens Can't Wait. Also can be in that kind of comforting scent profile. And that could be one that I would be wearing. Luigi says, good afternoon from Mitra. Good afternoon, how are you? I have Rose, Santal, Oud, Ombre, Amande, Tonka, Cuir Patchouli and Ylang Absolute. Oh, beautiful. How are those? Cuir Patchouli, Ylang Absolute. I wondered about those. There is so many perfume brands out there. So I was like, absolutely, right? It's just so many perfume brands are out there. It's absolutely crazy. So, what else I have here? What is this one? K, Musc K. I mean, it's a really basic musk, but it's also it falls into that comforting category. Boy, I have a lot of these fragrances in my collection. Maybe giving me a kind of indication of what's happening. Coffee scents are go-to comforts for me. Oh no, I really. What would be your hi, by the way. But what would be your favorite coffee fragrance? I think I really like Follow from Kerosene, but Followed was way too much for me, and it wasn't really. Followed was the stalker, and I was like, get away from me. But Follow I really liked. I enjoy them, so I also am a patchouli lover. Very nice. Yes, Follow is great, but Followed, it wasn't my favorite at all. It was just way too much. There's also this brand called Pharmacia. That's this is a Italian brand. There's an Italian brand, Pharmacia SS and Annunziata or something. And they have this one fragrance called Giardino dell'. And that's very, very nice. I had looked for it forever. Eventually I came across, it might have been Joma Shop I saw it at. And I ended up getting a bottle of that. That is also very comforting. Follow is modesty. Followed will stalk you. I know, right? Theodoros Kalotines coffee is good. Yes, very good. Yeah, Theodoros Kalotines has a lot of fragrances. Like, it's a lot of fragrances and for reasonable price. Noah says, Follow, Café Tabac, Salazar's Café Oud, Daytril, La Tacite de Café RFU. Ooh. La Tacita de Café, yes, from Day 3. I need to try some of the Day 3s. Yes, that one, Dushan. Spectre Ghost Performance, please. What? I don't know what that means. Une Amourette by Étoile d'Orange, also super comforting. It has iris and heliotrope, which you guessed I must muscular sense. What? What is it called? Hold on, let me see. Une Amourette. Amourette. That's a great suggestion. I wrote that down. Okay. Probably. I'm sorry to hear that. System bullshit. It's a fragrance from French venue Spectre Ghost. Oh, I will take a look at that. Spectre Ghost. I'll take a look at that. Have you tried Khadlaj Shiake Blue? Shiake Blue. Khadlaj. Is that how I'm saying it right? Nope, I have not tried that one. If it's a clone company, I have nothing against them, but I would not try them. What else is there? Spectre Ghost is a clone of Nishane Annie. Oh, I see. I haven't tried those. Yes. Do you only review niche ones? No, I review whatever I have. Like I do niche, I do designer, I do cheapies. Some fragrances that I recommend are like $20. I own Annie. Yeah, Annie I end up growing out of. That's how simply I can put it. Not that it's like for everyone. Like it was something that was there. It was okay, but I never wore it. So I ended up selling that one. And it was just like, well, other people can use it more than I do. From Nishane, though, I liked what is that tea one from Nishane? Y'all, what's Wulong Cha? I really like that one. How many fragrances do you own? A lot. a lot. If you go look at my first videos, you see how many fragrances I have. Double Espresso by Nose of Gatsby is a fantastic coffee frag, and Gatsby is from Seattle. Coffee, chocolate, cardamom, rose, and oud. Ooh, that is very nice. Raymond, you didn't answer me. Do you have a blog that you review fragrances? Because if you do, I'd like to read like something like that. Oolong Chaya, yes, it was very nice. Bois d'Iris, yes. How did I forget that? Bois d'Iris is also, and Bois d'Amande from Van Cleef & Arpels. Bois d'Iris and Bois d'Amande, both from Van Cleef & Arpels, are very comforting. Body recommended Acro Wake for coffee scent. Not tried. It's okay. There's something about Acro that doesn't, I don't know. There's something about Acro that doesn't jive with me. It's not like they're bad. Acro and I don't live in the same world. I don't know why. I like some of the things, like Acro Bake was nice and whatnot, but it's not. I end up selling all of them and not wearing them. I tried a Nose of Gatsby. Burning Piano was something else. Oh, talking about piano, you reminded me of Piano Santal and Mono Cashmere from Orchestre Parfum. Those are also, I would say, quite comforting scents. Piano Santal and Mono Cashmere, I sold both of them recently because I just wasn't wearing them, and kind of like Rotundan in the whole thing that I had. Well, Coffee Break was not my jam. It made me angry. Coffee Break from Maison Martin Margiela, that has nothing to do with Coffee Break, really. Like, if you, like, it's one of those things, I don't know why they do that to the perfumes. They put a name that has nothing to do with the fragrance, and the person who tries it is like, I wanted some coffee out of this. Where is the coffee? And you don't get that. I think for me, it's a lot of lavender Coffee Break from Maison Martin Margiela. I like it for that, but yeah, I get it. Karen, it reminded me of the most horrible house fire, destruction and sadness. Oh, it was a strong fragrance. Oh God, talking about fire, I told you about a while ago that it's one of the kids in my kids' soccer team's house burned down, and it was just so sad because they, lost a lot of things. And I saw the dad, and I had never talked to the dad in person before, and I saw the dad in soccer practice last week, and he was talking to me, and somebody else introduced me to him, and he said hi. I just looked at him and said, hey, how are you? And he started talking to me, and it's like, oh my God, it's been horrible, and things like that. And he just told me something that really broke my heart. Like he said, you know, the house fire had happened, let's say on Friday, and you know they had taken their valuables out after they were able to control the fire, and restoration company was supposed to come on Monday. So there are people broken into the house on Saturday and Sunday and didn't find any valuables, but they had trashed the house, including kids' drawings, and they have like slashed the stuffies. And I'm like, what kind of world we live in these days, honestly? Like, who would do that? It was just such a sad moment. Anyway, sorry, that was a kind of sad tangent going on. No coffee at all, maybe. Not comforting, yes. You need to make one. I know. I mean, the thing is, like, you entered the house, they didn't have anything valuable. Why would you do that to someone who's lived their worst day of life? To trash their kids' drawing and, like, rip them apart and, like, slash their stuffies? That just takes another level of darkness, to be honest, in this world, that we really don't need right now. We have a lot of it. Heliotrope is another one that I would find very comforting as well. Heliotrope, if you haven't tried it, it's straight out heliotrope, but it's a very nice one. The fragrance reminded me of coming back to a house fire 3 days later and seeing the foundation burnt to the ground with just this the heavy scent. Did you have experience like that, Raymond? Because that's absolutely horrible. The next one, I would say, I used to have Fleur Narcotique. I think I've sold my Fleur Narcotique. Why is this still in my categories in here? Let's not talk about this one. Hiris Porcelana from Ex Nihilo. That's another one. Hiris Porcelana from Ex Nihilo is... the story with me buying that fragrance is very interesting too. Like, it was just the person who had joined the group, and I was kind of like very leery of buying it from them, and they were like, I'll send it to you and you pay it later, because I'm like a group expert in that group. And I was like, really? Are you going to do that? And he was like, yeah, I'll do that. So I ended up getting the fragrance, then paying for it, which was like, never has happened to me before. I felt bad for it, but he insisted it. So Hiris Porcelana is one of the beautiful ones. Vietnamese coffee from Danam is super creamy to me. Really smooth coffee instead of bitter. Oh, yes. Vietnamese coffee is so good. God. If you have not tried Vietnamese coffee, you need to. Especially that you need to take it with the condensed milk. If you have not tried that, you need to. It's an absolutely gorgeous. It's so good. So good. Yes, I won that one. And whiskey won. Right. Oh, very nice. Isn't that, who's the perfume? Michael Paul. Is that the perfumer for Day 3 fragrances? I don't know why his name comes to my mind. Fendi, I would say Fendi La Baguette. I would also put it in the kind of comforting category. A little edgy though, with kind of having some leathery smell into it. I feel like. But is it that leather or suede, or maybe I'm just imagining this? Let me just take a look. It doesn't say here. Oh, it says white leather, yes. But I would put Fendi in there too, with the rest of the, comforting scents. Let's see what else is in here. Obviously, Bianco Latte would be there, one of them as well. But I don't know. I'm not wearing it anymore. I don't know if I should keep the bottle or sell them. I used to have a lot from Giardini di Toscana. I had Bora Bora, and I had... which one is the other one? I had Celeste, and then I had Bianco Latte. I'm not wearing Bianco Latte anymore. Maybe I should sell that one, actually. And then let's go to Armani's. From Armani's, there are some also comforting ones. I feel like Armani New York is one. And that one is kind of strange for me to put in that kind of comforting category, because it has a quite prominent pepper and incense note to me, but also mixed with aldehydes, iris, and tea, vanilla, and musk in the base. It makes it absolutely beautiful. Bianco Latte is heavy. Yeah, I know. It's like, I don't know. I feel it's a little too much. It's a little too much. It's a little too overwhelming, to be honest. You are naming houses that I don't own anything from. Sorry. I'm just going through my fragrant. I have my profile open. Too much ethyl menthol whipping through the base. Probably that's what it is. It's just it becomes, it's nice like just with the half a spray, but you know, like and you put like a couple more sprays, just becomes like something like, you know, when you're, I don't know if you guys have this, like when there's a really sweet fragrance, I feel like a residue in my throat. There's no better way to explain that, but there are some fragrances that do that to me. So this one is one of those. What else from Armani's? That's probably it from my Armani's at the moment. Also, Armani C Fiori. I feel C Fiori is one of those ones that it's forever said that it's being discontinued. It is discontinued, being discontinued, and it's never discontinued. But it is a very comforting scent. I haven't put it on in such a long time. This is a memory of me putting it on, and I'm thinking that's comforting. If I'm wrong, let me know. Here, so the, yes, so this one has notes of blackcurrant, green mandarin, neroli, rose, patchouli, oak moss, vanilla, and white musk. That's the C Fiori. And I feel like it's one of the nice ones from that line. Yes, I get that from Gucci Guilty Elixir, like Porom. Yeah. I'm being polite and saying nothing about Bianco Latte. All right. Don't say it. Karen, have you smelled? And it's not my jam. The sea line is almost worse than Miss Dior. Really? I don't mind. I actually don't mind Sea Parfum, and I also have the Sea Intense 2021. I don't mind those. Those are nice. Glossier U is another one that's kind of like a comforting, pretty cheap kind of fragrance. Not the smell. Then from the Gucci line, Virgin Violet, I would say, and Tears of Iris. Virgin Violet and Tears of Iris, I would be for sure one of the comforting scents up there. Hey, Carry On, how are you? Yes, you said it. And what else? From Annick Goutal. I don't think any from Annick Goutal are comforting in that sense, the way that I'm thinking about. But Lands and Guerlain, it would be Apres Landais would be one for sure. Landais is one calming one, and from very few Aqua Allegoria I have, I find Flora Salvagia, that's quite comforting as well. And also from their kind of like a, you know, home collection, Eau de Cashmere, Eau de Lingerie, and Eau Secret, and Eau Bain, Eau de la Bain. It's the same thing, right? Like some of those are very, very nice. Comforting perfumes, yes. My discounter stocks some Parfum d'Empire Tabac Tabou at 145. It's only 151. It is. Ovenlicht, if you want to buy, like, honestly, if you want to, I can find it here for you and send it to you. It would be still cheaper than what you can find in there. Annick Minardo, it's more than Annick Goutal. Okay. Lee told me Apres Landais and Le Bleu are related, so I'm trying them both today. Yeah. Apres Landais is like an older sister of Le Bleu in some ways. It's a little bit more sophisticated than Le Bleu, to be honest. Share what you got, Karen. Yes, Le Bleu is absolutely beautiful, especially Le Bleu Parfum. What else is in here that I would say are comforting? Lansdowne Magic Elixir, that would be another one that I would say is absolutely, totally comforting. Also Iris torrefie, because Iris torrefie, anyways, I don't need to explain why, because the Iris torrefie is my favorite. We pay a lot for taxes, duties on import here, but well, if we can say that was $5. Guerlain Initial Eau de Parfum. Then there is, oh no, not Initial, I didn't want it. Oh, L'Heure de Nuit. L'Heure de Nuit is also very, very, very comforting scent from L'Heure de Nuit and Nuit d'Amour. I ended up getting my hands on Nuit d'Amour recently, and I always had kind of neglected that perfume for the longest time. But I feel like L'Heure de Nuit and Nuit d'Amour both are very comforting in that way. Insolence, really comforting, yes. Taxes need to go, absolutely. What else is in here? Looking at the rest of my Guerlain, what is that is comforting, I would call comforting. I'll just leave the Shalimars out. Shalimars could be too much for this mood. From my Hermesons, is there any that's comforting? I would say Amber Narcolet is comforting actually from Hermesons, and out of all of them, it's not Iris or anything, but it's comforting. I don't late, so I'm not sure if you mentioned, but Musc De Sables is great irisy musky comforting scent. Musc De Sables, is that the right? Is that from the Les de Diable? Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous, that one. Gourmand Coquine is very nice as well. Also the Fève Gourmand, Fève Gourmand, is that what it's called now? Yeah, Fève Gourmand, that's the newer version. Both are very nice. Shalimar is screechy, keep trying, it's too sharp. Yes, eventually it will happen one day, Janet. It will happen one day that you will like it, but it has Iris Absolute and Ambergris in it, but also a lot of spices and benzoin. Yes, I have a bottle of it. I'm also, there's one from Joy called Musc Pallidus, I think Musc Pallidus or something. I have smelled it, that's also very nice, but I haven't seen it for a good price in a while, so I would not, I'd say, I'll hold on that. James Healy, Iris de Nuit. I would say that's absolutely will fall in that category of comforting scents. Let's see what else is in here. I mean, Hiris, obviously from, why Hiris is not in my Hermes line? What happened to it? Well, Hiris from Hermes would fall in this line as well. So I don't have it listed in here. I gotta update my fragrance because it's so bad. Then there is one of the only scents from Juliette Has It Gone that I like. It's called Liquid Illusions, and it's kind of like, it gives you, it's kind of that iris and violet combination, and it gives you a little bit of a cool sensation or cool feeling in it. It's really nice, and people don't talk about it often. In fact, I never see people talk about this one. My friend Tara recommended this one to me, and I ended up getting one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Then we have, is this Luna? No, so then there is Lark, from Lark Fragrances is Boreal, and that's absolutely gorgeous as well. I think I have a video about that on my Excellence videos. Okay, what else is in here? There is, I ended up getting, I think I ended up getting Van Hera from Laboratorio Olfativo on the weekend. I really like their Vana Gloria, so I thought maybe I'll try the Van Hera as well and see how it's like. And so I bought that with Van Hera and Woman at the same time. I loved Pure White Linen, but they don't make it anymore. I know, it's kind of sad when they discontinue these beautiful fragrances, and I'm like, why? Oh, there's also, believe it or not, La Vie Est Belle Iris Absolute. It's one of my favorite ones. It's like so good. It's a very perfumey iris, but I really like this one. I was in France when it came out, and they have kind of this kind of discount store, Mariano, and Mariano had them for like 30% off, like gigantic bottle. I think I don't know if it's 150 ml most likely, the one that I have. It was really nice, that one. Blanche Bête is also not, it's nice. I don't know, so I have to try it again. There's a Liquid Imaginaire Blanche Bête is nice, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear it anymore. La Vie Est Belle has some nice ones, even though they get much hate. I know, I mean, they have so many flankers, man. Like, how many flankers you can have for like the same fragrance? So, but it is very, very nice. I would say also Lise Beau, that's a really nice and comforting fragrance as well from the list that I have here. Here, let's see what else I have. That's Sincere, we talked about it. I would say with Mona Dorio, Musk is another one that is absolutely beautiful, and I find it very comforting. Hi Moose, how are you? Many flankers. I know, right? There's a La Vie Belle, like it's just a million flankers of La Vie Belle. Yeah, so Mona Dorio Musk. Where did it go? Musk. What are the notes on the musk? It's neroli, heliotrope, rose, musk, and tonka bean, and you can't ask for anything better. Really, really comforting, and it's a nice scent. Also Over the Musk from Mugler, that their old kind of private line, that's also another beautiful one. Looking here, going down. Also from Oriza Legrand, Heliotrope Blanc. I find Heliotrope Blanc is an absolutely beautiful heliotrope as well, or from Oriza Legrand. I think this is the time that if you buy 100 ml, you get a 50 ml for free. So if you haven't checked Oriza Legrand, check it. They usually have this promotion a couple times a year. If you buy 100 ml, you get a 50 ml of your choice for free. So it's totally worth checking it. Another one that I find oddly very comforting is Paris Monte Carlo Ambre Gris. From Paris Monte Carlo. It's again, it's not mind-blowing. It's nothing like too special or whatever. The notes are Artemisia, rose, geranium, amber, labdanum, vanilla, musk, coumarin, and sandalwood and cedar. Again, it's one of those fragrances that really hard to pick up one specific note because they really blended well together. But I feel like it's quite comforting. I like that touch of saltiness in this one that probably gives the ambergris feeling to it. L'Eau d'Hiver, yes, absolutely. Forgot that one. How did I forget that one? L'Eau d'Hiver is absolutely beautiful too, yes. And this is like the cheapie that I really, really like. It's from Philosophy Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere, and I like to spray this on laundry actually, and I have a couple bottles of it, and you can, I don't know, when you find it in discounters, it's about 20 bucks. It's really, really good, and for the comforting kind of purposes. Prada, obviously Prada infused Dries, it would definitely fall into that. Also Cargo de Nuit from their elevated line or luxury line or whatnot. It would definitely fall in there in the kind of comforting category. From there's also this from from Profumo di Firenze. From Profumo di Firenze, there is one called Methelda. And Methelda is like very also beautiful kind of comforting scent. If you have not tried, and it's quite cheap too, I don't know, it's like 80 bucks, 70 bucks. When you find it on Joma Shop, it's very, very nice. I would say definitely worth trying. Anything amber is so soothing, like the way I gravitate to ambers. Yes. Going down here, let's see. What else I have? I would say from Chalini Vanille Rêve, also very comforting, but it's the price point is not very comforting. So there's that. There are some from Stephanie de Brugen that are like really fit the bill from and I have to find out what. I think it's the Saint Honoré that I really, really like, but there's a EDP version and X-Rate. I'm not sure which one I like the most. Then, so looking at mine, not Tom Ford. Tom Ford is not really a brand that I go for comfort. Not in my Tom Ford ones. What is this? Oh. I would say Zerja Ibitira is one of those. It's cool and kind of calm and relaxing one. From YSL, I would say Velours is that to me. And we're almost at the end, guys. I think that's about it. I mean, I don't have all my fragrances obviously here. I have to fix them, but I think that's all about my comfort sense. Comfort, not comfort like emotional comfort, not like cozy, you know what I mean? Feeling cozy, but I'm talking about emotional comfort. There's a difference for me in that anyways. I don't know if it is for you guys. This is interesting, Mitra. I've never thought of choosing my scent of day according to how I want to feel. Uplifted, comforted, reflective. Great. Yeah, no, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Like that's basically how I, like, when you have so many, like, you know, I stand there and I was like, how am I feeling today? Like, what do I need today? Like, what do I need to get from my perfume today? And if it is going to be like some sort of emotional support, it would be like, do I need to be uplifted? Do I need to be like empowered? Do I need to be like, do I have something important meeting that I'm worried about? Do I need to be comforted and cocooned? And do I feel like whatever, or feel unique and different? And then I pick the first fragrance that comes to my mind with that description. And that would be, it was a very quick process rather than thinking. So we learn comforting is what you make it. And absolutely, is that comforting what you make it comforting. And again, like when people, what is comforting for me might not be comforting for you or someone else. Like, you know, if I feel like Iris and anything that is smells of a cream that has kind of creamy smell is comforting for me, might not be for you. I honestly, I swear God, I think there's a part of it is kind of scent association for me. Why is the cream something that I would go for comfort? Again, it takes me back to the top of the Nivea jar, Nivea blue cream, because, you know, it was a moment that watching my mom putting up cream or makeup, like that kind of smell in the world that was crazy back then. And it was just so beautiful, and it was almost like an escape to some sort of alternate reality that sometimes when I feel that I want that in my life, I go back to it that way. When you put it that way, buying perfume is less expensive than a therapist. I love it. Well, the thing is, it's not going to be only that, right? Like you know, it does give me, it's a mindful choice of, to me, it is something that is a self-care. I'm doing something that is for myself. It is self-care. I'm mindful of my feeling, and I'm acknowledging it. In the same time, I'm acknowledging that I may need some help with that feeling, whether it's going to be uplifting it or you know, whatever. And I'm taking an action about it. So it's an action of self-care, an action of self-love, and also action of accepting where you are, but sometimes the need to change. Always looking for ways to justify my perfume purchases. I like wearing Gris Chanel when I'm pissed off. Don't know why, but it makes me feel better. Right. I mean, like sometimes, you know, you just need to, you know, just need say your perfume to talk for you instead of you talking. And it's totally okay. You know, justification not needed. You deserve to smell good. Right. Exactly. I mean, yes, Alicia, I understand that, but sometimes it's kind of allowing yourself to treat yourself with something good, because you know you work hard, you do take care of everyone else, and then this is one thing that I do for myself and makes me feel good, and if I'm gonna get some sort of emotional connection with it, then great. I mean, this is not for a lot of people, to be honest. I think there's only a small community of people in the fragrance world that are using fragrances the way some of us are using. A lot of them are, and there's nothing wrong with the other part. There is no emotional connection with it other than just feeling chic or like feeling all put together or something like that. Which one is your favorite between Sauvage Elixir and Home Intense? Dioramour Intense? I like Dioramour Intense. Sauvage Elixir, I honestly haven't tried Sauvage Elixir, but I really, really like it. Dioramour Intense is also very comforting, actually, for that. Well, my great granny said, always get something out of your paycheck to get a bottle of perfume. Right. I mean, it is what it is, right? And again, I feel like, you know, there's something to be said to do things mindfully in your life. Everything that you're doing, everything that I am doing, I like to do it mindfully, even though it's not possible, like obviously, to do everything mindfully. But if I'm gonna put a perfume on, let me do it mindfully and think about the process, whether, and there's something to be said for that, rather than just doing it automatically, right? There's a different intentions in that, right? When you're doing something, it's not mindfully, it's also intentfully putting it. You know, I'm just trying to think who was into perfumes in my family other than my little uncle used to smoke, so he used to try to like, and you know, smoking back then was horrible, like from the parents' perspective. So, and also, I don't know if it is like this here or was like this here. So smoking in front of your parents was very disrespectful, and also it's a catastrophe for the family. They would consider this as like, oh, my kid is smoking, is not whatever. But my youngest uncle used to smoke and try to kind of hide it with a lot of perfumes. A lot of perfumes. That was funny. All right. So I think that's it. We have been on for just over an hour. My mother, 100% responsible for my love of perfumes. Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm just trying to think where it's coming from, to be honest, for me. It all started with the body sprays. Like, I remember, like, I had the big collection of body sprays before getting my first bottle of perfume. And when family, I smoked until my mom's wedding. Knew I smoked until my mom's wedding. There you go. You kind of hide that. Okay, guys, I gotta go. You guys take care. Have a good day. Hope your week unfolds nicely and you have a great time. Please like, subscribe, push the notification button, all those nice things, and I can see you later. Bye bye. Karen's mom married me, and Karen was so okay.